Hey everybody, welcome to half of a PS2 loading screen. I'm the MysteriousJG,
I'm all dragon.
I'm Zerfall.
otherwise known as Z, a picture of a dragon, and the picture of the guy from Neo with a camera obscuring his face. And it's
I'm a
time...
Zed, ma'am.
Z.
Z. So you can tell who's talking based on green boxes. But it's time for Let's Play Dokapon Kingdom. The game that takes any anime fan who actually has friends and tears their friends away from them.
That concept just doesn't exist. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's all these sexy anime girls and sexy anime guy and sexy anime girl. And I'm waiting for something other than a girl or guy so I can make a joke, but it's not happening.
Does the dog count?
I think the dog is a guy.
There's a cat.
There's crazy, spooky, ghosty monsters. But yeah, it's Dokapon Kingdoms. This is a very fun game. If your friendships are extremely strong and durable, because when you play with more than one person, you will get at each other's throats. And if you play against the computer, you will get screwed by the computer. So way back when on Bobo's channel, Red Beans and Bobo played a game of this with me tagging along, and it was a lot of fun, although we didn't finish. So now we're seeing if all Zerf and I can get through a whole game. We got through Stellaris. This one might be longer than a game of Stellaris. But we're going to find out.
Could be.
We are going to
I
find
highly
out.
recommend that previous playthrough for those who haven't watched it. It's very enjoyable.
Yeah. It's-
Understand the endgame crises in this game are much more difficult.
well, sometimes the problem with the endgame crises in this game is that the game really slows down when it's got so much stuff to crunch at the end. All these different.
And in this game, you could probably side with the endgame crisis against the other players.
I think in this game you could be the endgame crisis.
I mean, we kind of were.
Kind of were, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're not gonna. Well, the setting. I mean, I'll show you the settings. It's space movement, sound, whatever. There's not a whole lot to do here. But when we go to start, we will have the option of creating some exciting characters. Thank you, fat, disturbing pixie thing.
It's super kawaii. Let's go.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be shaming the pixie anyway.
Nah,
Dancing
shame the pixie.
So we're gonna go for story mode because I don't even know what battle royal mode is, and I think we want to enjoy the in-depth story of Dokapon Kingdom.
Of course.
The Battle Royale mode is like 99 people land on the game board.
The area in which you are allowed to survive shrinks to a point so that to prevent turtling. So in this mode, we will travel around Dokapon Kingdom, clearing various challenges along the way.
How many people are playing today?
So we are going to do 3 players versus 1 CPU.
I
Although
like how complicated they made this. Not complicated, but long they made this menu. It's not just like, oh, shift between players versus CPU. Now you gotta have a huge menu of all the various
Yes.
options.
well, because it really should be 1 player versus another player versus another player versus a CPU, but it's not.
Wait. Are you saying that we will be harming each other?
No, not at all.
Clearly not. We would never do something like that.
So don't worry, the camo face paint goes with this. Seems to be a graphical glitch only in the player setup screen. So I guess I will set myself up first.
I mean, they can take our Dokapon, but they'll never take our freedom.
I have fire shooting out of me ours. I guess there's no lowercase letters unless I. Oh, yes there are. So let's see how many letters worth of MysteriousJG we're gonna get here.
I mean, the box is pretty long.
Why, thank you. People often compliment my long box. Okay. I don't know if we have spaces. Maybe.
Is there
unders-
spaces just underneath the 0? Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Everywhere
this
that
game's
would have been an
advanced.
extra Japanese character that you need is now a space.
There we go. Now I can decide.
Can you decide?
Are you a guy or a gal?
I'll go with
No, it
that.
says girl, not gal there, little sprite. You got that wrong.
You know what?
What's your favorite color?
Let's go easy on the little sprite here. pink, white. Oh, it could be Sephiroth. I'll go with black.
Don't have the hair for it.
Unfortunately, it's tough to figure out what your face is going to look like because of the glitch. Again, it'll look normal when we get in game, but it's kind of impossible to tell. So, mean, enthused, normal, cool. Does anybody have a strong preference about faces so we can see them all?
I mean, this is your character. I'm hitting up Google to see if I can find anything.
All right,
I'm calling cool face right now.
Calling cool face. Then I'm gonna be mean face, and Ald, you're either gonna be enthused or normal. So, and I will.
What kind of job would you like?
I was a magician last time. Ald, do you particularly want to be a magician? Because I could be something else.
I was thinking about magician, but I'm not tied to it. I can definitely do something else.
Well, you don't have to stick with anything for too long anyway. I'll be magician. With a horrible, horrible facial fungus. And yes, in fact, in case anyone hasn't figured it out, I am doing all the inputs for everybody here. So it will randomize the order, so I'll do Zerf next, but that doesn't necessarily mean that'll be the order we play in. So Zerf, you want to just be called Zerfall, or you have some other name in mind?
No, I think Zerfall works.
Alright. Calypso music. Zerfall, is there like a winky? Just musical notes? There's no winky signs.
Oh yeah, I leave that music note in though. Yeah.
Are you sure? Oh, I feel silly.
Zerfall.
I can. I feel silly.
Good. I want you to feel silly.
Okay, good.
You'll get silly.
You want to be a guy or a girl? Oh man, we got to at least. I'm not saying you got to stick with the girl, but we got to see the different.
Gotta see them, yes.
Oh, the girl.
Cat ears.
I think we'll have to hope that the girl, the computer is a girl, so we can see some of the awesome girl costumes.
Are you a guy or a gal?
I'm a guy.
All right. Do you want to be Reyes the warrior,
What do you like?
smirking sneak thief, or another magician?
I'll go with warrior actually.
All right. I vaguely feel like it actually is the strongest class at the beginning.
But I want pink as my color.
There you go. And you said you
So
want the cool
fashionable.
face.
Like that.
We'll find out what the cool face looks like shortly. Zerfall.
And perfect. It's the right color, too.
Alright, so... What are we doing? Ald Dragon? Are you
Just
doing
Ald.
Ald? Alright. Oh, good. I'm glad we have enough rapport that we don't have to call you Mr. Dragon.
I mean, you can if you want. I also accept my Lord and God.
Mr. Dragon, if you're nasty. Any symbols after your name, or...
No,
Okay, good.
just Ald is fine.
Be a guy
And then
or
you
a
forgot the
gal?
just part. Go with a guy.
I'm not doing that. Alright. You want to be a warrior, a thief, or a mage?
I want to be a magician.
Oh, wow. Alright. And then you said you wanted... Are you going to stick with the green, or...
Yep, sticking with green.
Alright. And then normal or enthused?
You like best?
Go with it. Let's pop over to enthused and then pop out. I just want to, because you can kind of see a little bit more on the other screen.
Oh.
So I just want to see what it looks like. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Alrighty.
There's no taking it back.
Now, AI strength, because I don't think we get to pick the name.
How strong should this player be?
I think we'll go with normal.
For a 4-player game, they suggest someone like this.
Let's see. I think we gotta go with the slutty warrior outfit. I feel kind of weird, like having one AI character. It's kind of misogynistic that we're just all gonna be beating up on a fictional girl, but they default to girl, and it is in the great tradition of Wit from 100 World Story. So I'm gonna make her.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make her
Yep.
Wit. See, men can be enthusiastic,
Selfishness.
normal, cool, or mean. Girls can be ditzy, selfish, sexy, or normal.
What,
I
like
think we got it with
this?
selfish.
Okay, that does
I
make
mean,
her look
this
kind
is
of
wit.
pissed. That's
Well, and
She
it's
doesn't
also
have,
wit.
She doesn't need to be doing it for herself if she wants to win this game.
well, yeah, she's gonna have to because we're not doing it for her.
Pick which controller you'd like to use.
No way I can have. Oh, she's airy. I kind of wish we got to pick her name, but okay.
Okay, so here are our heroes. Are
I don't know
we
about
okay
heroes.
with these players?
And one villain.
I mean, I'm okay with Zerfall other than that musical note, but I guess we're moving on.
All right, let's determine turn order now.
Oh, I call bullshit.
Here it is.
The music note wins. It's in reverse alphabetical order, starting with the last letter.
The adventure begins. Get out there and have some fun. Without further ado.
Dokapon Kingdom we go.
You can't suddenly start voice acting right in the middle. All right, fine.
Oh, the fairy can.
It's another peaceful day in Dokapon Kingdom. Everybody's working hard to make money. Including the earthquake manufacturers.
What? What's happening?
It's just an earthquake. You live in California. What do you expect?
Oh yeah, he's recording.
I'm trying to think what would be a great threat attacking California.
Father,
The, I don't know, Princess Penny.
there are monsters all over the kingdom.
I know.
That's why I'm not doing anything about it.
Stealing the money from my people.
They're also
Luckily,
causing
I don't
earthquakes and
care.
killing everyone.
Oh no, the cost of human life isn't a problem, but the cost in to the economy. Ooh.
Yeah, now the cost of
Yeah.
human life has been quantified in Dokapon Kingdom.
Eventually, the kingdom will be ruined.
But it'll take a long time because we've got all this Chinese debt.
And even worse, I'll be completely broke.
Yeah, he's got a point there. That is worse.
He's not a very good
I
king.
suppose there's no choice now.
We've got to get some randos to come in here and save the day.
Adventurers from across the globe! Defeat all the monsters that have appeared in Dokapon Kingdom!
Including
I
Princess
feel like we
Penny.
haven't discussed compensation yet.
Yeah, this is like Grand Theft Auto 5. We're just gonna like randomly agree to do something for money and then get shocked when we don't get much money.
You'll
As
get
an
arms.
incentive, whoever brings me back the most money will win a very special prize!
The dog?
The hand of Princess Penny in marriage!
Marriage.
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 Wow.
Yeah.
If that's all right, dear.
Whoa, he opened his eyes for that one.
Of course, Father.
But, you
Penny
know...
here thought they were just going to call Uncle Gadget to take care of this, but
About to say. Brain is actually secretly going to take care of it. So Penny is rooting for the AI because Penny, well, I mean, she's from California and she's pretty liberal about these things.
If it's for the kingdom, I must agree.
I'll close my eyes and think of whatever our kingdom is called. Dokapon, I suppose.
I am Dokapon royalty after all.
Oh, Penny, you are such a loyal daughter!
And then she stabs him in the back.
Furthermore,
Kicks him in the nuts.
whoever weds Princess Penny
Will pay off all of my debts in the form of a dowry.
will be the next king of Dokapon!
And Penny's like, okay, hold on. I didn't agree to that.
What about Aerie? What if Aerie wins? She's still gonna be king?
It's like, I'll marry whoever wins, but they get to be queen's consort. They are not king.
Adventurers, welcome to Dokapon Kingdom!
Because I guess I forgot to say that before.
And there are only 4 world.
Nope. Okay, so I guess the sudden end of the voice acting really confused the emulator. Why, you don't have any equipment. You'll need some for your journey. Stop on the loot spaces to obtain some gear.
Wait, you're not equipping us?
Well, no, I mean, the kingdom's broke, or it will be. I'd like you to get to Dokapon
yeah.
Kingdom ASAP. You have 2 weeks. Whoever makes it
Oh,
here
well,
first
that's
will
good.
score some keen bonus points.
Let the adventure begin!
Aren't we really doing your job for you, King?
Well, I mean,
It's
once
like
we
Lord
start
British all over again.
once we start governing the place, we will be. Field explanation. Each player will get 1 turn per day. Turn progression is item use, move, combat. Spin your spinner and see how far you can move. If you have items that affect your spinner, such as spinners or crystals, you can be strategic. Otherwise, you're just kind of stuck. JG off-screened this a little bit at one point and found out that it is not random at all. It is completely fixed. Use autopath to see your possible destinations. Item spaces give you items, magic spaces give you magic. Landing on an empty space will either put you in combat or a special event.
Ooh, special event.
Special event parking.
We don't
So
start with any items, do we?
I do not believe so. And unfortunately, I don't know how to go around the map and see the different Oh, yes I do. Here we go. I thought for a minute I couldn't do that without having configured more buttons. But this is just kind of our first big thing in the game is figuring out, hey, do I want to fast track my way to the exit of the kingdom and try to get the bonus points by being the first one to get to Dokapon Kingdom, or do I want to go around in circles on these loot squares? That'll be kind of one of the first strategic decisions of many. And we're going to agonize over those decisions before realizing that this game is chock full of rubber banding and randomness. Anyway,
Let's ride
Zerfall,
spinners.
musical note? Alright, you want to spin?
Yes.
Spin to win.
Spin to win. And you get 3. Where do you want to go?
Up to the
To the where?
and to the left.
Back and to the left. Move to this space.
No, the next
Yes.
one.
Okay, not all the turns are going to take this long. All right, I'm hitting
More
it.
spinners.
Hitting the button now, and ooh, 2 spinner. That's pretty damn good, actually. Each player gets 1 turn per day. You've already read this. All right.
Gotta make sure everybody knows.
So the 2 spinner, is that a spinner item that you can use to get extra spins?
I believe it is, yeah.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna go this way.
Oh, I should have gone that way. There was a treasure.
I think there's treasures. Yeah, both ways, but 5 crystal. I think that just if I use that, it just
Get a 5.
ooh, she's experiencing. Did it say something about anger?
Yes. Anger at the one that she knew she was gonna get since she's the computer player.
I don't know. What,
Gestacola?
I don't know what Jesta does. Assume you want to spin there, little leprechaun guy.
Yes. Don't you even think about coming close to my Lucky Charms.
No, and you said that when you spin that spinner, you've tried pressing the button at many different times through save states, and it always just ends up in the same.
I did it. There was that one thing where like you're supposed to have a 4 out of 6, like 4 out of 5 or 4 out of 7, whatever random chance of getting a hot springs, and like no matter how many times you load your save state, wait for 3 seconds, press different buttons on the controller, you always land on something that doesn't give you hot springs, even though you're supposed to have like a 3/4 chance.
Well, it might just be predetermining.
Yeah, but like it's
before
different
that
things that you can land on that don't give you hot springs. So
All right, so I've got 2. What is that that gray one to the right?
I am not sure, but I believe we should find
Might as well
out.
go there then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll science it.
Treasure.
Oh, these are different magical attacks. This is actually good.
SP charge.
You got charge.
Don't know what that is. SP charge indeed.
I think it shows up in combat. So Zerf, you want to move or use an item?
Let's just do regular move for now.
Alrighty.
Oh my.
nice.
I'll move in the direction I can.
And unfortunately, you can't, like, I'm going to move back and forth and get, like, you can't do that. So you're pretty much stuck because I can't go left. You're stuck here. Ha 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 ha. You're stuck
Getting
here.
some treasure.
Ooh,
Getting
cash
some
money,
cold hard cash.
cash man.
I'll give you cash.
Pink-haired Zerfo will give you cash. Oh, nice.
Watch me get a 1.
I was going to comically be upset at my poor luck, but so far it hasn't really happened. Oh, 6 crystal. Nice. I think
You're up to, what, 11 now?
her attack rose.
Oh,
She's coming to get us. She's getting the Zodiac Sushion. And
That's spin to win.
Alrighty.
Yep. I thought so.
You called it.
I'll take the money. Wait. Oh, didn't get the 100.
At this point, you're rooting for 100 just so you have a legitimate gripe. So what I'm
Yes,
gonna do,
exactly.
what I'm gonna do is at this point, I think that whole 20-minute roughly thing for Stellaris worked pretty good as far as having videos to post. So I'm gonna call it a video, and when we come back between videos, I'll save state. When we come back next time, Strawberry Ice Cream Head will make his move. Thanks for watching, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.